Hello, hello! We've got another TVZ today! That's the usual matchup. There's no Protoss players in this group, unfortunately, but it's gonna be the Teal Terran bbread up against the red Zerg yellow jello. Game number 1 gonna be on Glittering Ashes. Pretty large map, not the largest, but still quite large. Lots of bases you can take if it gets to the late game. And bbread going for that low ground wall once again. He's been favoring that lately, and yellow jello going for a pool first. Not really sure why. Pool first in this matchup. Only really good if your opponent is going for proxy barracks, which is not the case. So that's going to put yellow jello a little bit behind in the early game. Also keep in mind he doesn't have gas along with this, so there's not going to be an early speed. The one benefit he's going to have is this early queen. That's going to help with the injects. 6 slings on the way, rallied straight across. And going to be a marine first out of bbread, so yellow jello might be able to find a little bit of damage. Once again, this is a rather large map, so it's going to take these zerglings a little bit of time to get across. Looks like another 2 on the way. I don't really like that. They're going to be so much later that they're probably really not going to contribute to the fight. This marine trying to get this overlord, but lings should show up in time. Second marine, however, might be able to get it. Actually, the first marine got it. Not sure why he was left alive. And now Zergling's gonna sneak into the wall. Not quite a full wall there. And these Zerglings gonna delay that command center. bbread desperately trying to wall off, and missed opportunity from yellow jello. He could have just ran into the main, but he's gonna settle for the guaranteed damage, deny this command center, and let's see if we can get anything up here. Another marine's gonna pop out shortly, so probably won't be able to find too much else. But actually pretty decent damage so far. Was able to clean up the low ground buildings. I'd like to see him go for that supply depot. Yeah, there we go. Denied that command center, threw bbread off his groove, and yeah, yellow jello has been behind in workers. Sending some more lings across, not too sure about that. What are you really going to be able to accomplish with that? I mean, there's a wall here already, so these are some wasted lings right now. 6 lings, could have been 3 drones. But yellow jello, he's done a pretty good job droning up. He does have the drone lead right now. bbread is very scared as he is layering up his walls. He is forced to build all his buildings in here in the main. He's got a reactor going down on that factory, another couple barracks going down, command center only just now finishing up. So yellow jello, he's got a pretty nice spot right now, going for some safety spores. I don't really know about that. You know that you set your opponent behind. He can't realistically have a starport with a tech lab just yet, so it's kind of wasted. He also has an overlord in position. He could go for the scout, so those 2 spores could have remained drones. But now yellow jello continuing his zergling production. 14 zerglings on the way, as well as 3 drones, and I really don't like this. I just don't like it when players go for that half and half style. They go for a little bit of units, a little bit of drones, and it's kind of just like half-assing both aspects. And these Lings picking a fight with Hellions, that's not really going to go too great. Additional Lings going to show up, so that might help. But let's again. Hello? Pull back! You're just losing all your Lings! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what was that army control? I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still in a good spot, but why throw away, like, what was that? 10, 15 Lings over there. And now he's got to remake Lings. Again, what are you doing with these? bbread now. He has finally gotten his expansion. Yellow Jello going for that scout I was talking about. So I'm going to see that there is no starport. Not going to be a battle cruiser opening, as bbread has been favoring lately in this matchup. And maybe that was never his plan for this game, or maybe he just got thrown off so much by that early pressure. Worker counts a little too close for my liking. I really think Yellow Jello could have skipped some Lings earlier and been more ahead. But he did just spawn a few, and that's going to put him up 38 to 29. But Yellow Jello has no vision, only just now spotting that. He does have a good number of queens and Ling Bane, so he should be able to hold this, I think. There's no tanks supporting this, no Widow Mines. So I do think Yellow Jello is going to be just fine, but still has to be careful. This base not going to get up, of course, to cancel. Don't want to chase off creep, and there's nothing to protect over there, so wisely disengaging. Gotta be careful. There are 2 Widow Mines along for the ride now, so gotta be very careful of those. And he should have spotted that, thanks to the vision of this creep tumor. And I think Queens probably could have spotted that as well, so Yellow Jello really needs to pick his engagements wisely. And that's not really what you want to do, no! At least transfuse your queens, but what is this fight? You're gonna lose all your queens. What are you doing? And several queens going down. The Ling Bane not nearly enough to hold, but gonna buy a little more time. Gonna force bbread to back up just a little bit. Now there are roaches and ravagers morphing. Actually, all the roaches turned into ravagers, so no roaches anymore. But ravagers, pretty good. They can send those biles to do that, but not the best control. Once again, losing one ravager there. Not the end of the world. Yellow Jello still has the drone lead. However, he desperately needs a third. As a Zerg, you really do want one more base than your opponent, and bbread's third base going up earlier than Yellow Jello's, in fact, so that's not good as the Zerg player. And he is just being pressured so much by this Terran army. Gonna jump on some of those units. Widow Mine's not burrowed, so nice pick off there. Let's take a look at the units and resources lost. Pretty even, actually. Slightly more for the Terran player. What? Not sure what that bile was for. Maybe Yellow Jello thought he saw something burrowed there, but that was not the case. There is one here, however. Ooh! Didn't catch how many that Widow Mine got, but that was a good 10 or so rings there. And Yellow Jello hasn't produced any drones for the past, I don't know, 2 minutes? So worker count's gonna be even now at 38, but Yellow Jello thinking of doing an attack of his own. This is quite a fearsome Terran army. However, it is very vulnerable to banelings and potentially corrosive biles. Some Ling's gonna run in, could get inside, but doesn't go for that. Instead goes for a questionable fight. No banelings in this. Oh no. And all these Zerg units gonna get caught. bbread gonna chase the Roach Ravager, gonna get those as well. What was that fight, Yellow Jello? And now bbread with momentum on his side could push all the way across the map This is a large map once again. So Yellow Jello does have units, but is it gonna be enough? No banelings with this, only just morphing some now. Queens get caught in the open, not sure what they were doing. And things are looking pretty dire now. Can Yellow Jello find a hold? Landing some nice biles. Is that gonna be enough? No, the banelings get picked off. But the Roach Ravager might be barely enough. bbread gonna back off just a little bit, regroup. But he's in an excellent spot right now. He's got 3 bases. He's got the worker lead, 43 to now 41, as Yellow Jello just popped out a few more drones. And you really need a better economy as a Zerg player. bbread has been doing pretty well on his side of the map. A couple siege tanks, not really sure where they're going. I guess they can't fit through this wall, I guess. Look at them, they're just derping around. But bbread maybe doesn't even need tanks stimming into the Zerg third. Gonna pick off a bunch of drones. Where's the Zerg army? Oh no, what are you doing? They came in from the back and gonna lose a few of them to the reinforcements. And the third gonna go down. Hot pickup from bbread. Gonna lift off. Gonna drop back into the main of Yellow Jello. And that's gonna force the slow Roach Ravager to go all the way around. And no micro out of bbread to dodge the biles, but does it matter? Supply count favoring bbread quite significantly. Some units rally to their death. They're just walking in, so a bit of a mistake there from bbread, not quite controlling his units, but he has all the momentum on his side right now. 43 workers to 27 of the Zerg, and Yellow Jello is in dire straits right now. A lot of gas. Not sure why he's been mining so much gas, but this is kind of his last ditch effort, and it's not gonna be pretty. The Lings got ahead of the rest of the army. They all fell. Now it's just Roach Ravager. They're gonna do okay against these handful of Marine Marauder, but look at these poor tanks. Oh no. And actually that might be the saving grace for Yellow Jello, but no, there's too much bio here. That's gonna be GG Yellow Jello. Hanging around, just showing his warrior spirit, but bbread is firmly in the lead right now. Macro's a bit slipping, 2k minerals in the bank, but doesn't matter. He's at 107 supply to Yellow Jello's 49. Once again, these tanks. I wonder if he's wondering, where are my tanks? And they're stuck in the main. This wall, I guess, not big enough for them to fit through. Kind of awkward there, but once again, he doesn't need it. Doesn't need the tanks, and that really tells you something about the position of this game. These bio units have 1-1. Yellow Jello, his upgrades. He has +1 melee, +1 missile. Carapace is on the way, but he is so far behind. I cannot imagine a world where the Zerg player brings this back. Maybe if he tries to be super defensive, techs up to lurkers, but even then it's gonna be a super tall order. Main base almost entirely mined out. Natural base, well, he hasn't really been fully saturated, so has a little bit remaining there, trying to get his 4th base. bbread going for a 4th and 5th simultaneously because he has so much money, but look at the supply. Almost 100 supply lead for the Terran player, and Yellow Jello just doesn't want to quit, but he is totally DED dead. Gonna run a handful of Lings, might be able to cancel or at least delay this expansion. That's a tiny victory, but super tiny, microscopic if you will. And this other location has been established, morphing that into a planetary, so bbread is more than fine. He's sitting on 182 supply. And he's gonna be moving out onto the side of the map, rotating around, going for odd angle. And he's gonna spot these morphing banelings, so Yellow Jello decides to cancel those. And that's also gonna give him the heads up that this death push is coming. Lurker Den, like I was saying, could be one way to bring himself back, but that only just started, and the Terran army is already here on creep. Now, if Yellow Jello can get a beautiful 360 surround, I still don't think he would be able to hold this. So let's just watch the carnage, folks. Let's see this. The tank line goes deep. Some Lings running in by themselves, losing all of them. What? I've got the Swaggy P face going on right now, like, huh? And I can't really spin this. I mean, look at this Terran army. He's got 2-2 on his bio. +2 vehicle weapons is almost completed as well. And this is just going to be absolute carnage. Hide your eyes. This is rated M for mature. Some biles going down on the tanks, but look at this. There is just no chance. Please, let's just move on to game number 2. Just GG on out of here. Why no leave? And bbread, he's just chilling on creep. He doesn't care. He said, I don't care if you see me, you cannot do anything about it. You'll do fucking nothing. And first lurker, one and only lurker morphing in. Where is that bad boy? Not that it matters. I really can't make this any more exciting. It's a maxed out Terran against a 90 supply Zerg. This is painful, guys. I mean, bbread, I don't know if he thinks this is closer than it is, or he's just playing with his prey, or what, but look at this. He is spread so far, and he's just mining behind this. 82 workers, 5k, 2.5 in the bank. He's got everything. He's got +3 on the way. Yeah, I guess he could be a little better on his macro, but doesn't matter. Not really. Going for a drop on the third as well. Gonna lose a medevac to the score, actually, but gonna pick off some drones while he's at it. Scan going down, gonna spot that singular lurker, and bbread could honestly A-move this. Doesn't even matter. Yeah, lurkers are good, but they're not that good. They can't overcome a 100 supply deficit. But some way, somehow, Yellow Jello has found his way up to a hive. He is getting the lurker upgrades, seismic spines, seconds away from finishing. And this game's going to continue just a little bit longer. Yellow Jello testing the waters, going to lose almost all his lings there for just about nothing in return. And bbread kind of respecting the lurkers a little too much. He has some PTSD from those bad boys, Ravagers, sacrificing themselves to get a single tank. And are we gonna see a GG anytime soon? I mean, I cannot believe this game has gone 20 minutes. Bio army respecting the lurkers a little too much right now, and finally GG gets called. bbread gonna take game number 1.